prisoners or captives of this mind flayer. They are both unconscious. One of them looks quite a bit like a Floon Blagmar, who was the objective of this quest. You guys all get a cha-ching noise as you acquire them. And yeah, there's one other prisoner. He is a similar noble-looking fellow. And he is very slimy.
Slimy by nature or slimy like temporarily?
Well, this is your first encounter with him, so 100% of the encounters you've experienced included slime.
Does it look like he's currently increasing or maintaining his sliminess?
Wait, yeah, sorry, do you mean sleazy or covered in goo?
Covered in goo.
Okay.
Why don't you give me a medicine check
Okay.
to see whether the goo is coming from him or not?
Click.
Unclear.
Okay.
I put my hand over my mouth and sort of turn away and go, "Flynn Blackmore," and then I look, out of the side of my eyes to see if he like responds.
He's unconscious.
Oh, they're both unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
right.
then I just yell, "Floon Blackmar!"
He does not wake up.
I imagine we're going to need to get into the cell in order to perform some sort of
I'm a
healing
little
resuscitation
sketched
on
Is
him.
there
out.
like a door or something? It's open.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it's open. Okay.
Can you not go in? I'll bring them out.
They unconsciously levitate. Man,
Hey,
this
you just
dungeon.
tell us what we did. And,
You did. You brought them over here, where
Okay.
there was more light
Yeah.
to inspect them.
Do I have like goo on my hands from dragging the gooey guy? Like what was, what's the deal with touching him after I dragged him out? I sort of did it hesitantly, but felt like we needed to.
Yeah, you got goo on yourself.
I smell the goo.
It smells a little fishy.
Ooh. Gross.
Well, if that freak who saved our lives were still here, I could probably get him to lick it off my hands and clean them, but fortunately he seems to have ran off back into the
Marvar
sewers.
scampers back in, licks your hands clean, and then scampers back.
That is very convenient.
Did somebody say hand licking?
Yeah. I wonder if we will see him again when we're in a tight spot. I don't know what I would have done without these, didn't have these clean hands.
I feel like in every campaign from now on, if you guys are about to TPK, I'm just gonna have a Borbor scamper in.
Well, do you think that I should cast my potent spell of healing word or cure wounds on these fools?
Probably not a bad idea.
Are they breathing?
They are breathing.
Chest rising?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, it really depends on if we want to carry them out of here or if we would like them walking on their own 2 feet.
I also only have one level 1. No, I have level 2 spell slots. I could downcast. Never mind. Yeah, so I could pick them both up. But yeah, do we want? Let's see. We're rescuing the one guy. Should probably know more about the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we wake up the one who we were sent to rescue and
he can tell us about the other guy.
ask him about Mr. Slimy.
Yeah. Okay.
Reasonable.
All right. Well, I target. Not that guy. This guy. Which guy is the slimy one?
Can you not see their names when you hover over them?
The red
Kind of covered by Una.
Balloon Black
Yeah,
bar.
the redhead is the guy you're looking for.
Okay. Well, I pick him up with a cast of this. Hopefully.
You put your hands on him and magically sense his wounds to cure them, and you find that there's no damage to his body to be cured.
Oh, okay. But, guys,
He
I
is at
couldn't.
full health.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't find any wounds to cure. Maybe he's under some sort of spell.
I
Can
will
someone
start. If you give me about 10 minutes and 6 seconds, I can detect some magic for you.
detect?
And
I
I'll
got
start
nowhere to
ritually
be.
casting detect magic.
Are we trying to just fast forward 10 minutes or?
Well, I was gonna say, I don't remember a lot from this fight, but I thought I remembered one of these dudes having like a dagger that did a bunch of like psychic damage or something, and I was gonna recommend someone go just like search the bodies of the deceased while I
Also,
do this.
wasn't there like a weird little brain creature crawling around? Could that have been this guy's brain that escaped and got weaponized?
That's entirely possible. I was going to recommend just like giving them a few extra kicks, but if it is in fact his brain, that might be ill-advised.
So, like, doesn't seem injured. The shaking didn't work. The yelling didn't work.
Do I not end up casting that spell, or does it get used? At what point do I realize in the spell casting process?
Yeah, I'm gonna say based on. Well, give me a medicine check again.
Sure. I'm sure it'll go better this time.
Yeah, you swung and missed on that spell for sure.
All right.
Guys,
Fair enough.
I'm sort of a doctor. I'll take
At least I have this hand crossbow disguised as a banana.
All right. So, oh yeah. So Addis rolls up and is like, step aside. Let me handle this, and places hands on this guy. And kind of like reads his soul essence. And Addis comes to the conclusion that his intellect has been devoured.
Oh.
And his intelligence score is currently 0, and he is in a catatonic state.
Well,
So he's basically a vegetable.
And I'm actually a doctor of theology, obviously.
okay.
Well, I think there's value in a simple life like that. In some ways, he's sort of purer than the rest of us, right?
He's unconscious.
Yeah. He doesn't
Simple
give,
Jack.
you know.
Well, no, I think he does give because he needs to have like mush poured into his mouth. Otherwise, he's just going to starve to death.
He's more or less just a drain on society's resources at this point.
Mm-hmm. He's from a rich family, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
This guy was not from a rich family.
He's not?
His doppelganger was.
Oh, okay.
So why do we even come save this guy? We
The other
saved a
guy-
rich kid and got paid
Asked you
nothing
nicely.
for it.
I really don't remember our motives. We were tracking the gang that attacked the other gang, right?
Well, the whole quest started because Volo approached you guys in the yawning portal and asked you to find his friend who went missing, and you agreed to do such a quest based on I'm not sure what exactly. I think Volo promised you some sort of reward, but was pretty unexplicit about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a really big spell book and a +3 staff.
Yeah, something like
and-
that.
Crossbow bolts
billion
plus
gold.
4.
Yeah. Cross banana bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Do we
Well,
know
so much
anything
for
about-
him walking out on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like he's gone.
If
Okay,
only we
great.
had someone who would just do this for us, appear out of nowhere and like carry like a sack of potato body on his back. Where would we find such a person?
That happens.
Yes.
You hear a distinctive scampering noise coming down the hallway.
Just leaving bits of slime along the floor like M&Ms, you know. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of slime. Lick, lick, lick.
All right. Well, how about this other guy? Should we take him up?
I mean, I'd prefer not to get any of that slime on my hands. Plus, also not too good with the carrying people thing.
I can do healing word, and then I don't have to touch him.
How much can an unseen servant carry?
I think they're small, so not a ton.
Medium force that performs simple tasks.
I can toss him over my shoulder. I think I've got a
Mm.
really large fella.
Yeah, can't you carry more than your size or something?
I think so. My all this psychic magic has really taken a toll on, my ability to even recall facts about myself. But let me take a look.
Did Django just cast another healing ward?
Yeah, I cast this on Sir Slime a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, his eyes immediately pop open, and he starts coughing, coughing up what looks like seawater, and kind of sputtering and looking around. You know, he kind of like grabs one of your legs and like scampers into the corner, and is like,
Stay your hand, slimy one.
We're here to help. Who are you?
Who are you?
Never mind that. That's not important right now. We'll fill you in to get when we're getting you out of here. But who are you?
I'm not sure I should speak with my captors until I understand the nature of my kidnapping.
We are not
So,
your captors.
I assume you already would know who I am if you've kidnapped me.
We are not your captors. We are your rescuers.
Yeah, quick summary. We're the guys who killed all of this like slimy lot. Start pointing at like tentacle face and crawling brain and
Yeah, he looks at the like obviously villainous dead things around him, and he's like, fair enough. My name is Arten Rosolio. Surely you've heard of the Rosolios.
Of course.
Yes.
I've heard of some Ravolios.
Are you sure you're not thinking of ravioli?
That might have been it.
We are one of the, essential families of the transport in this fine city.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you get caught up in this mess?
I can't quite recall. I
You like to
believe
party?
I was gambling on a boat.
Yeah.
Based on the seawater that just was expelled from your mouth. I'd imagine you fell off said boat at some point.
Mhm.
I suppose so. I don't remember falling off the boat. In fact, no, I left the boat with a woman in purple.
Woman in purple.
Did you meet her that night, or did you come with her? Did you know her already?
Yes, I met her playing cards.
Okay. And do you think she might have been a trap?
Did she give you anything to drink?
There was, yes, probably drinking involved.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do you know this guy? And I point at Redhead.
No, I can't say that he does look, well, he looks a bit like, Rainier Nevermember of Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gets that a lot, I'm sure. All right, well, anyway, we came for him mostly, but you're welcome to get out of here too. Let's
No, we came for you to
To rescue you for the prize money. We knew you were in danger.
Sure. Yes, I imagine my family will be happy to pay for my return. My mother must be worried sick.
Yes. I imagine, you are her prize little boy, and the reputation of the family depends on your success and longevity. And it seems like, the guys around here were really gonna mutilate your genitals and make that not gonna happen. We basically just guaranteed the continuation of your bloodline, which, it's just all in a day's work for us, but we do good work, and our rates reflect that.
He double checks his package and
Looking
is
good.
like,
you can't really put a price on body integrity.
yeah. He's like, of course, of course. Well, I'm not sure where we are now. I'm assuming well, where are we?
We're in the sewers. We can get you
Sewers?
back home. It's actually getting you back home. That's actually part of the deluxe package. What was included in the normal package was finding you and ensuring the integrity of your reproductive organs. But yeah, the trip home is sort of that's. But we can talk about it once we get you back.
And we also there were some external costs. We had to bring in a consultant by the name of Borbo, a hideous in appearance and manner, but very, very effective in his role.
Specialties.
Sure, yes, we can cover your contracting expenses.
Yeah,
as well,
we'll
of
send you an
course.
itemized bill because we also
Absolutely
had to
revolting.
employ a paper bird or something. There was some other material costs, right?
Oh, we should get invoices printed out on those magical papers. Like that'd be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's like
Well,
a
House
summons and a bill.
Rosolio is one of the finest houses in Yatar, and we always pay our bills.
Oh, great.
Well, then, enough haggling. Let's hit the road, shall we? Let's get out of here.
After searching these corpses for cool trinkets and toys.
Yeah, so there is you said you were particularly interested in the mind poisoning dagger.
Something like that.
So you search that guy and find what looks like a pretty ordinary dagger, but you also find a vial of purple liquid, which you imagine is the
Drink it.
mind poison.
Oh,
Do we think this is the same poison that affects our friend here without the intelligence? No, different. Okay.
I'd say the researcher in me would also like to examine like the little brain creature as well as tentacle monster to try and discover like which one of these is like the brain sucking device, and then like take some samples to study.
my money is on the brain, but you
So
know,
the tentacle monster teleport escaped, I believe.
I have no idea.
But there you guys crushed a brain creature. Ooh, give me a nature check or Arcana.
probably gonna go with Arcana on this one, right?
We'll do a nature check. Wait, I meant to.
I had to stick to medicine. Leave the the research to me.
Sometimes a holistic approach. Insights where conventional Arcana knowledge. Perhaps.
You know, I'm fine to just like bring this creature back and like study it more in a less sewery environment. I think being able to manipulate one's intellect poses great research opportunities for one in the pursuit of knowledge, such as myself.
Yeah, you definitely get the sense that this thing does some sort of consuming of brains to enhance its own brain. And further research may be required.
Sweet.
Did we already sort of just pat down all these guys for anything useful? You know, gold items.
Yeah, let's say uh, 16 gold pieces among all of them.
Sweet.
And the vial of mind poison has 4 uses.
I'll
Nice.
hand that to Una,
Poison, you say?
who I think is probably
Yeah.
the poisoniest.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I may have gotten a brushed with the mind poison or something. My recollection of the last few days is very poor. I'm still sort of reconstructing basic facts about my history, so I don't know if I can work that in.
And the mind poison adds 3d6 psychic damage.
Hot durgity.
Let's see. I know anything about sort of curing? So you get enough mind poison from this thing, your brain just turns to mush. It sounds like, or at least NPCs do. I don't know if players do. But I'm curious about whether this the decoy guy can be healed. Whether there's any hope for him. Is that something I should do medicine for? Or...
So
Also, kind of part of why I want to study the brain creature is see if there's a way of like reversing this process or just knowing more about it.
Yeah, so between Leighton's inspection of the brain creature and your inspection of the body, you determine that his brain was sucked out somehow by this little brain dog thing. The brain dog may still contain his, thoughts, ego, memories, things like that. So some sort of like reverse brain transplant may be in order. But the mind poison seems unrelated.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'll take his body along then. Come into his body.
Hello, Meltdown. How are you?
I'm like nervously carrying the little brain dog like out in front of me.
Oh. Is it
Wrap it
cute?
up real nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think that about wraps up sewer scene. I think so to add things, you click on the like import thing at the top, but I don't think this like exists. You probably just have to get like a regular poison and edit it or something.
Okay.
Or like copy and paste your regular attack and add the poison stuff to the bottom of it.
Oh, there was no import thing because it was popped out. Okay, that is why I was so confused. I was like, do they have a stroke or something? Okay. Also, most important question of the game: did we get experience for this? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I can't even remember if we're doing experience or milestone.
Yeah.
Do you guys have experience on your character sheets right now?
Just started,
Yes.
just wrapping up a encounter from last time. Thanks.
Yes.
You do. Okay.
I have 6,500 out of 1,400.
I have 9475.
I also have 9475. We could also just start doing milestone leveling, at your discretion because
I'll give you some EXP. Let's see what these guys had here.
I too am at 6,500.
How are we so different? Did you guys miss a session?
Or did you guys leave early before we did experience or something?
Wait, are you level 5?
Yeah.
And you guys
I've only been
900?
around for the warehouse fight and like the little goblin fight.
I don't think I
before
gave you
this
guys
one.
experience for the warehouse fight either. Did I?
Basically, what you're saying is we're like level 6. Is that? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But why don't we all sync at some arbitrary number of XP?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I was actually level 9 in my other universe when I teleported over here.
Oh.
So
Yeah, everyone bump up to like 1,200 or 12K.
Well, that okay. I like it.
got it. Plus 12,000 experience.
What did I just do?
You printed your life domain.
Okay, yes. I am of the life domain. This is something I have recently called. I hear the spells
Come to a understanding of self.
Just really reflecting on your attributes, inventory, features, and spellbook. Just really thinking, if I had to pick some features to describe myself, what would they be? Perfect.
So, Mr. What'd you say your name again was? So bad with names, especially fantasy names.
Arton.
Arton. Where does your family reside?
So you guys lead him out of the sewer, and he's kind of looking around like, "Are we in Waterdeep? We're in Waterdeep. This is Waterdeep, yeah."
This is Waterdeep.
I would love to tell you. Yes.
Not where I came from, or yes, indeed. I am from Yatar. I do not know how I came here.
Wait. Would I know where Yatar is?
Yeah, I can ping it for you on the player's map of the north.
You're trying to say I'm not a player?
So that's interesting because you said you came on you remember being on a boat. Were you on a river cruise?
The boat was docked the whole time in
Uh,
Yatar.
in Yatar. So it wasn't like a big ocean-faring vessel. It was like a paddle boat type deal.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Quickly, did we talk to Volo? Did we sort that out and get what's coming to us?
He reaches in his pocket and he pulls out a gambling chip
Perfect. Okay.
and he looks at it and he's like, "The Golden Goose. That was the name of the boat."
Okay.
Hold on, was this actually a gambling ship parked in Yatar, or was it just a boat that you climb onto and it makes it look like you're out at sea sailing around, but actually you're just parked at Waterdeep the entire time? Because I've heard those exist.
Yes, of course. I've been to that establishment in Waterdeep. Most nobles have. It's a great time. No, I believe this was a different franchise.
Yeah, I think that one's called the Treasure Steamer, if I remember correctly.
Yes, the treasure steamer.
Okay.
So-
we're at the docks, right?
Yes.
Okay. I look around and see if I see a riverboat style boat docked within eyesight. That might be called the
Golden Goose.
Golden Goose.
You do not.
Okay.
It's mostly like pretty. The area you're in, especially, is very like shipping, cargo. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
I figured. It was worth a shot, though. We're here, right? Might as well look around.
So, I think got a few things. So this gentleman needs to get home, but he lives far away. We need to find out what the Golden Goose is. See if it has any eggs that we could kill it for. And we should probably talk to Volo because I don't think we talked to Volo, did we?
You really want to talk to Bull? I think the last time we tried to go into the yawning portal, we got kicked out, right?
Oh yeah,
No,
why did
we-
you guys get kicked out? I can't remember.
I
Hard
think
to
someone
say.
summoned a T-Rex in the middle of the bar.
Oh right, yes, yes.
Mhm.
I think it was only like a. It was either
Week-long
1
ban?
week or 24-hour ban.
24-hour ban.
Um,
All right. Well,
So that time may have elapsed.
Yeah.
couldn't we also
As
send
time is
YOLO
wont
a
to do.
letter? Be like, meet us outside. Paper bird style.
unless you have the means to create a new paper bird, I think we just had the one sheet.
Okay. Or like
Yeah, I believe it was destroyed by goblins.
employ a messenger. Hey, actually, our new buddy pal here isn't banned for life or for a week in the yawning portal. Maybe he can go check for. Do you know who YOLO? No, Volo, not
YOLO
YOLO.
Swaggins.
Yeah, YOLO Swaggins makes an appearance. Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I have heard of him. The author of the Guide to Monsters.
Right.
Yes.
Do you think you could pick him out of a crowd?
Sure. If you describe him to me. By the way, do any of you? I am really parched. Do any of you have some water that I could have?
Sure. And I hand him over my. I assume I have a water skin somewhere. And I will also prestidigitate to try and like remove some of the slime and dirt like on him.
Yeah. He excitedly starts chugging from your water skin, and then
not all at once. You were unconscious, so just take it easy.
I'm sorry. It's just I'm very thirsty, and then he kind of looks confused, and he like pours a little bit on his hand and kind of like rubs it on his shoulder, and he's like, yeah, and then he just starts like pouring it on himself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's funny. I was going to create water and misinterpret his request, douse him in water, which I guess is actually what he wanted.
Kind of what he's going
Uh-huh.
for.
Yeah, I think I may have seen this condition before.
This character has
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Well, in my travels,
Uh-huh.
perhaps I spoke with a rogue in a tavern once who used a boat as a bed. He was a curious fellow.
Man, furbolgs are weird.
Um, yeah. We'll take a look at his skin.
Um,
How dilated
Yeah,
are his
you-
pupils?
a little dilated, yeah. And his skin does appear to be the source of some of the sliminess. It's like a little bluer than you might imagine.
Mm.
Gross.
Sir,
Oh.
I would recommend keeping moist.
Yeah, I for some reason that's what I wanted to do.
Perhaps we could find somewhere to talk about our friend's moistness and also examine this package, not out here in the middle of the street.
Yes.
He examines his package again.
Well, he doesn't seem like
Gotta
he's
wash
in
that
any
thing.
condition to do this pat chore for us, so
Yeah. I could use a rest. Also, I'm pretty. I think most of us were near death at some point recently, right? So maybe
My health still says 32, and so I'm just leaving it there. So, fine with me.
Yeah, that seems
Oh.
fine.
Yeah, perhaps. Do you have guest quarters, sir, that we might lodge at?
Well, he's
While we
he's
recover.
from Yatar, isn't he? He's not from here.
yeah,
Oh, he's not?
He's from
I thought it
hella
was just
far
in your-
away.
Oh, he is. Okay. I didn't realize that.
He is from using the measuring stick. Oh my god, 550 miles from here.
Jeez.
Up river.
Yes, I suppose I could procure us lodging, but he checks his pockets and he's like, just the gambling chip. I don't know
Well,
this
your
is
very
worth
name,
anything.
your very name should speak to your credit, right?
That's probably true. Yes, we do have allies in Waterdeep, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure you have established accounts and charge cards and
When was the last time you were here in Waterdeep?
yes.
I've actually never been, but my father does make appearances sometimes to the court. I believe the Castlelanters favor our name. I could go see if they'll take me in, although it is kind of embarrassing given my condition and well, my clothes.
Well, to be quite frank, I actually think it is quite it is rather en vogue to be kidnapped and ransomed. It shows that you are in a highly desirable social position.
And it certainly
Roll
reflects on your
persuasion.
need.
All persuasion. Yes.
How old is he? How old are you?
He is 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's
19
like,
is
yes,
fine.
well, I do believe that makes me an important person if someone would go through the effort of kidnapping me and bringing me all this way. I suppose I should actually go to the guard.
No,
Guards are corrupt.
don't do that. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard, but the guards here, they do not have your best interests at heart.
They clearly
Right.
weren't the ones looking for you.
Trust
Sure.
us.
Castlelanters it is then.
Good, smart move. So, where can we find that?
I believe they
Over here. Doodaloo, doodaloo.
Yeah, basically that. Thunderstaff away. Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
What do we do with the
Oh.
unconscious guy? Or with the
I still got him over my shoulder.
Yeah, Addis is carrying him.
Who the fuck's this guy?
I don't know this one.
Foolhardy acolyte.
Wait, who's this one?
This is the butler slash house guard of Castle Lantern Manor.
Oh, okay.
Arton greets and explains his situation. The Castle Lantern agrees to take him in based on his family name, and kind of looks at you guys, and he's like, "What?"
He says, "They're with me."
We're just wondering about some guest quarters, perhaps for the.
I give him the eye, like, and us.
Yes, my associates.
We'll sleep on your floor.
Yes, I would like them to, for protection, of course, given the precarious political situation that I'm in. And that seems to go okay.
Good.
Do they have a garden? I'd like to procure some herbs to make a soothing balm.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are shown in. There is kind of a courtyard garden with the rooms surrounding it. You guys are all shoved in a little room, and you can spend some time hanging out in the garden.
I am studying the brain creature in the room, poking, prodding, minor incisions, trying to figure out what makes it tick.
Give me another Arcana check.
Hmm.
So it's like mandibles have kind of a weird like kind of like magical prongs to them that seem to be like where the brain juice is sucked into its own brain. You're not really like you're not sure how to input or output from this thing.
I'll like put it on top of Floon's head like a hat and sort of like touch them to his temples and just like kind of just squeeze the the brain creature just a little bit, like
It's also like pretty dead, like somebody stabbed it or something.
aware.
Just as a question, Addis, do you have I feel like I've seen a cleric before use something that stops dead things from decaying. If
I'm
our
wondering about
friend
this
here,
myself. Is he dead?
Who?
No, he's just unconscious.
Flynn? Yeah,
He's
no,
like a
he's alive.
vegetable.
He's breathing.
oh, I meant with regards if our friend wants to keep studying that brain, then maybe it would be good to make sure it doesn't
Oh yes, yes, good
decay or turn into a pile
Oh.
of much. Seems like it get pretty gross. Maybe become even like a health hazard.
It's already getting pretty gross.
Yeah.
I guess that's not right. I think it's something else. Huh?
Talking about gentle
Yeah, no,
repose.
that would
That'll work.
help.
All right.
What time of
Full
day is it?
embalming.
My thanks.
Cool. It might be. I just didn't want to start, smelling.
Addis, what kind of herbs were you looking for?
I was just like trying to make a basic sort of poultice to like treat the symptoms. I'm not trying to like cure it or anything, but just something that'll sort of feel nice, keep him moist.
Yeah, give me
Well,
a nature check.
I do a medicine check.
Sure.
This is
Yeah,
nature. Looks like medicine.
you do that. You get something that has like an aloe kind of effect and squeezed on him, and it seems to soothe his need to put water on himself, temporarily at least.
Congrats, you just invented moisturizer.
Yes. Yeah. So take some of these with you if you have to venture far from the bath. So,
Thank you. It's quite soothing. I wonder if this will make my skin more beautiful and radiant as well.
most likely, yes.
So wait, did we take a rest?
Yeah,
not yet?
I'd like to take a long rest.
Yeah, you are definitely on the precipice of long resting.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry, I was not sure if we'd done that yet. Well, this is great. Why don't we well, yeah, I actually don't think I have. I don't know. What's the butler's name?
Um, Bergamot.
Bergamot.
Mhm.
Hey Bergamot, you've never heard of a golden goose, like a party boat casino, have you? Something, the household members like to go to from time to time.
I believe it rings a bell, but it's a Yatarian establishment, is it not?
It doesn't ever come up and down the river.
Short back and forth to entertain, but it's not a long distance vessel, I don't believe.
Is
Okay,
there any
interesting.
way to find out what ships are in port here in Waterdeep that you know of?
Um,
Is that information publicly available?
There must be
Not
a harbor
exactly
map.
publicly, but it is available to those who are deemed able to access the documents.
And what makes you able to access the document?
Well, there's the Harbor
Connections?
Watch. They are able to control these comings and goings and assign taxes and fees and things like that. Surely they would have a list.
Okay, thanks, Bureaumont.
Vergamont.
Oh, it's a V?
It's a B.
It is a B, okay.
Bees.
He explodes into 1,000 bees. Roll initiative.
Do you want to meet my mechanical crab?
Not a euphemism.
I show him my mechanical crab.
This if it makes the guests of Castle Lanterns happy, I am happy to be happy with them.
You probably want to see the crab.
Yes, it is a wonderful crab, sir.
Thank you.
If there's not anything else I can help you
Can
all
I interest
with,
you in
I
a
will
banana?
be returning to my
Django shoots him.
duties. That is also a very ornate banana you have, sir.
Thank
It's
you.
not cheap.
It's delicious. I carry it with me everywhere. It never goes bad.
Indeed.
Hey, do you
Petition to
happen to
make-
know Than of Waterdeep?
Who's that? Out of character?
I got this thing, and I can't remember anything about it.
Ah, yes. That,
I'm pretty sure it's a side quest that we haven't had a chance to go on yet.
House Fan, of course.
Right.
They're, not quite as reputable as
No, certainly
Yeah.
not.
as our own house, but they do have a certain purchase among vintners.
Vintners, huh? Not the Harbor Watch.
No,
No, how unfortunate.
they yes, I can direct you to their estate.
Yeah, would you?
Sure.
Thank you, Beermont.
hmm You get a quest marker on your map.
Oh, those would be so handy.
Yeah, I wish.
Get little golden exclamation points of like, as a
Uh-huh.
reminder, idiots, here's all the things you're supposed to be doing.
Is it this guy?
It's that guy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm kind of in the neighborhood. What time of day is it?
I guess you guys just woke up, or it's still nighttime. I don't know, whichever.
Oh, okay.
Let's sleep for the night.
All right.
Sure.
Ching.
Long rest, long rest, long rest.
Big money, money.
Long rest. Get your long rest here.
I'd taken a lot of damage. I was looking pretty rough.
Yeah, me too.
That'd be a sweet mod to Foundry if it did the
Ooh,
like kind
wow.
of fade out dream waves when someone clicked long rest.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Does Foundry even have like that sort of like dynamic like rendering capability?
Kind of. I've seen people do like parallaxing maps for like chase scenes that like scroll.
That's cool.
Oh, interesting.
So if you can do that, I guess you could do other things.
Can you put in like an After Effects layer?
Oh, did I forget to do the?
I mean, no.
I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would not substantially increase the already very modest processing overhead.
Yeah.
As a
Um,
long rest. Never mind. Not helpful.
There's also like
Oh yeah,
oh
that.
yeah.
Oh,
How did you do that?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
That's
this
awesome.
hits
like,
hard.
I can't even describe how little I liked that.
That is exactly what I was describing, though.
This is
Oh, neat.
Una is now concerned that after she touched the gooey guy, you know, she got some on her tongue, and he's like one of those toads.
Yeah, you tripped a little bit of balls, but not that many balls.
Tripped one ball.
Like 3 balls.
3 balls.
That is
1 ball.
that's a
2
lot of
strikes.
All right. Well, good morning. I check on Slimy Boy. How's the slime, buddy?
He requires more poultice.
All right, coming right up.
Make him some more poultices.
Everyone feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys want to do today?
Probably track down Volo, see if he has any insights about over here. It's also, he wanted us to. He was the one who sent us to get him, so he's probably looking for him.
All right. So nobody has any sort of like cure disease or something for this guy?
Oh.
I have like intellect poison.
Not exactly what I was
Make him
imagining.
not
Might do
mind.
more harm than good.
I believe last session you guys visited a clerical establishment that
Oh, yeah.
has to pay for restoration services.
That's right.
But I think it was the Holy Hands house, just south of us.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was for people with perforation wounds in their hands. I will show myself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So we got some things. What we got the degoing this guy. We got the finding Volo. We got wait, who is it? Didn't we return some other noble from that warehouse? And we didn't,
Yeah, he
didn't-
kind of ripped us off, I think, right?
They're kind of like, thanks, see your way out.
Mhm. Yeah, the guards were in his employ. And they sort of took it from there, I think.
It was,
yeah, it's bad news. Yeah, we should keep a tight, good oversight on our new friend here. Make sure
Yeah.
that the corrupt City Watch does not try and ransom him to shine up their plate.
So
But yeah,
in the long term, how are we going to try to get him back to Yartar?
well, that sounds like it could be an adventure.
Mm-hmm. So you think we would escort him up there?
I mean, a what you think a young, handsome, wealthy, gooey socialite like him is just gonna walk by himself?
Well, we could charter him a boat Uber or a road Uber.
Not one with gambling.
Yeah.
I think
End
I
up
think
right
it is.
back in the water.
I think it's probably in our best interest to ensure he safely to hand deliver him.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. So the only reason I ask is before we leave, I want to do my side quest. Thank you.
Oh yes,
We've
refund
also
from-
got there's a giant's castle floating in the sky, obscuring much of the city.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about that though.
Sort of professional and academic interests to me, being akin to giants and interested in their ways.
Arton is see that big castle up there? Were you able to see that over in Yartar?
No, can't say that I did. So yeah, I've heard a lot about wild giant shit going on, but not too much activity in Yatar.
Like, what have you heard?
Okay.
There was an attack on Golden Fields, I heard,
Yes.
by hill giants.
That's true. We were there.
Bryn Shander was attacked by frost giants.
Mm-hmm.
There have been fire giants attacking Tribor. And,
So you're pretty well informed on the subject.
Well, I read the papers, of course.
I was gonna ask. The Yartar Times.
Mm-hmm. Good times.
Mm-hmm. Top 10 riverboat
Can we go
gambling
up?
sites in Yartar.
Do we know how to go up?
Go up, like north?
To the thing in the sky? Because if we can't go up, then I don't know how we're gonna deal with that thing.
I can't get you up there yet.
I don't know how to fly. I am bound to the ground.
If,
But I bet that's something we could ask around about if anyone is. planning
I've
on
seen
going
the
up there.
spell performed before and feel that it is, within my capabilities. I just haven't done the appropriate legwork to figure it out. If we amassed enough coin in order to pay one of my fellow researchers to impart some of their knowledge.
Okay, well,
Then I
I
can
guess
help.
first things first. Let's degoo this boy.
All right, holy hands.
Excuse me, Holy Hands House. You don't happen to have a special for a degooing procedure, do you?
Yeah, so you come up to the front counter.
As I recall, we tipped quite generously last time we stayed.
I think they just charged high prices rather than you tipping.
Yeah.
I think we tried to get out of paying as much as possible, hemming and hawing for like 10 straight minutes, and then eventually paid the bare minimum. That's how I
We
remember.
were like trying to avoid going to a new hotel and just trying to like crash on their floor.
Yeah,
pay
that's
a
right.
ridiculous amount because it's like a special service,
My
not a
recollection
hostel.
is that we were very generous.
Right,
But-
right.
made a very generous donation with no sort of strings attached, and as a courtesy, they allowed us.
There's
to-
one thing I know about every character that Matt's ever played is they just love throwing extra money at people.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that is something they routinely do.
Yeah,
greasing the wheels, as they say.
they have not
wheel
ever
greased.
once tried to haggle for better prices.
So it's you come into this glorious marble room with like some crappy chairs and one of those like child toys that you push little pegs through along rails.
Those are
And
sweet. Yeah.
there's a very fat woman at a desk with super intense glasses, and she asks you to take a number and then sit. You're the only people in the room.
Mm.
So our number is
tw-
1.
Yeah,
Your number is 472.
Mm.
Mhm.
I
Actually,
write
when you take
1
that-
on it.
Take the prone, comatose, drooling body over my shoulder, and not like in a malicious way, but just in a sort of like oblivious and clumsy way. Just sort of drop it on her desk.
She
I guess we could see if they could help him too, and I take another number.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got
she
Put the number on
continues
top of
reading
the
her
body.
magazine, and then about 14 minutes later calls your number. She looks at the body, looks at you guys, and is kind of like, yeah, looks like it'll probably be a greater restoration. And then she shows you a pamphlet with
Alright.
prices of various services.
Oof.
payment plan options. Ooh, I don't know if our insurance is going to cover a greater restoration. Do you have,
So, this gentleman here, we found him in a very bad way, but he is from a rather well-to-do family from Yatar. We are escorting him. He, unfortunately, due to the nature of circumstances, doesn't have any cash on him. But you may have heard of his family name, and wait, what's his family name again?
Rosolio.
He is the young Rosolio. I believe that treating him would likely be in your best interest. We're just trying to get him home safe here.
We have a lot of fancy clientele, and they all generally pay the fees.
Immediately
I don't know.
or layaway?
We do accept checks, cashier checks, magical items.
How about gambling chips?
Yes. How about a
you might want to
gold?
hold on to that. That thing seems significant. Seems like a clue.
Um,
Rich kid, can this rich kid negotiate for himself? I mean,
Rich kid, you want to get healed?
How
Tell the
about-
nice
wait,
lady
how
what
about-
you'll give her.
How about this? The body you see on the table here is perfectly intact. It's completely devoid of consciousness. We have no reason to believe there's any sort of humanity or soul left remaining in it. Yet it remains alive, perfectly preserved. Now, I'm sure you get a lot of patients in here who have organ failures, insufficient blood, maybe, not enough skin, needs,
certain needs that their wives
yes.
cannot provide for them.
yeah.
It's like a dark
roll
turn.
a charisma check, Matt.
I'm not 100% on board with
Organ
selling
harvesting?
people for their organs to be harvested.
Yeah, she lowers her glasses to look at you with her bulging eyeballs, and is like, I believe you've come to the wrong establishment. There are certainly services like that in other parts of Waterdeep. I regret to inform you that this is not one of them.
He likes to tell jokes. We're actually trying to get him back to consciousness as well.
Yeah, next to him we found this brain dog. As a learned woman, I'm sure you're familiar with the brain dog. And
this receptionist, and there's like a body on the desk, and then you're pointing at this like half-rotten brain that I assume Leighton has like tied around his head like a
bonnet.
Yeah, it was like a hat.
Yes. It is quite well. A little stomped, but otherwise quite well preserved. We had the foresight to spare it from the indignities of decay. Anyway.
She opens a manual and looks through it for a couple minutes, and she's like, yes, that will make the procedure a bit easier, actually. 350 gold.
For the Gugon?
Oh, wait. Are we restoring the comatose fellow or the gooey fellow?
We're inquiring about both, I think.
Both.
Yeah, the brain transplant will be 350, and then the gooey guy is a straight greater restoration.
And how much is that?
450.
She points at the chart again.
Man, you guys make bank.
Oh,
There's
good God!
What level is greater restoration? Like what
Okay,
level
great.
spell? That 5th level or 6th level? Because we got a power level Addis. Start undercutting the Holy Hands house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bankroll the Storm King's Tavern.
Storm King's Tavern
Open a
/
restaurant.
clinic.
Lose
Yeah,
all our money.
yeah.
Sell Hydra steaks.
Yep. Wow, business opportunities here.
I have 200 gold in my inventory.
Oh, I have
didn't
like
have
5.
time to, grab my my coin purse before I was so suddenly ripped from my reality. So I've got 10 gold.
Wait, so Slimy Boy, do you have any like fancy rings on you? Like any sort of collateral here? We're trying to help you out, right?
Piercings, perhaps.
Now that you mention it, I do usually have a necklace. And he kind of like pats around for it. Bears the family crest and all that, worth quite a lot of money, but it seems to have gone missing.
Back to
You
the
guys
sewer.
didn't see it in that sewer, did you?
No.
We thoroughly searched the corpses, or at least announced that we did.
Yeah, you guys did not see it in the sewer.
No, we did not see it in the sewer.
Well,
What about this black pearl pendant of
Yeah.
Fan of Waterdeep?
Yeah, not quite as noble a
hey,
house.
that's mine.
Yeah, that thing you assessed to be worth 750 gold pieces.
Oh, it's mine.
This delightful
No,
mechanical crab.
Look, this isn't a trinket shop. We'll take the pendant, but otherwise it's gold or
No, bear with me. What if I were to give
applying
you
more of that poultice.
1,000? 1,000 ball bearings. There's at least 1,000 of them.
We
Or you can have the stupid pendant.
No, it's mine. Fuck you guys.
You don't even know what it does.
It's mine and I want it. I want to go talk to the guy about it.
Also, hold up. I'm sorry.
Walking
I'm
down the
sorry.
streets, fan.
How is it that a brain transplant is less expensive than a routine degooing?
Well, it's a greater restoration either way, but the process is a little bit easier if we have the source material.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well, good on you, Leighton, for keeping that brain. So, you know what? You should probably just let the people behind us go while we sort this out. That
Next!
guy looks like he's losing a lot of blood.
I thought the room was empty.
Yeah. My back's a little sore. I think we'll just leave the prone fellow, not from a rich family, here with you. If you could look after them for a while, that would be obviously appreciated.
I think that's the guy we actually need.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, when you try and remove him from your inventory, it blinks as a mandatory quest item to be returned to Volo.
This item is soulbound to your character and cannot be removed or deleted.
Alright, let's just go to Volo.
Let's just go Volo.
He never specified whether the guy had to be mentally intact, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, we have him all there, it's just in two pieces. We have his body and we have his intellect. And frankly, it's more modular that way. So, you know, it's like there's more control over the configuration.
It's true.
Right.
Also, I don't know, maybe Vola wanted to do some weird shit to his body. You know, he started.
Yeah. I think that was a great idea. And in these times, I think a body is it's quite a valuable commodity, as you so aptly noticed. Yeah. Did you?
A body's valuable, but I hold up the brain and say, "But a mind is a terrible thing to waste." And say, "Go long," and spiral it over to you.
And then, you know, no one's ever died from being slimy, right? This guy'll be fine until we bring him home. It was a nice idea, but shall we?
Main quest. Find Volo.
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, you guys waltz on down to the yawning portal.
Oh, actually, between now and then, can I just like pay a couple silver to rent a wheelbarrow from like a toolsmith guy so he can cart this body around? Seems
you
like
do that.
it seems like
I don't mind carrying it. I was just trying to make it their problem. But...
okay.
Okay, yeah, and as we walk, I look for anyone wearing a t-shirt that says Harbor Watch on it. Or Than of Waterdeep. Both of those.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Than.
Why not
Anybody hear name Than?
Sir, are you a fan of Waterdeep? Adam, you?
Interrupt the band and just be like, if someone left a silver carriage, license plate, I'm Than, you are double parked and about to be towed.
You don't see any fans or harbor watches. You enter the yawning portal. You find Yolo enjoying a full English breakfast. He stands excited to greet you. He runs over to his friend, slaps him in the face, and is like, "You did it! Fantastic! What's wrong with him?"
He's slimy. It's a condition now.
You seen what they're
You have to be more specific. Which him are you pointing at? It's just like carrying a corpse and have a real.
Yeah, he was pointing at his friend.
Right, corpse guy.
Dump it unceremoniously on the table again.
We're trying to get this, and I hold up the brain back in there.
I think when you dump him, his face sort of falls into Volo's breakfast also.
Goodness. That looks like an intellect devourer. I've written a book about it. Would you like to read it?
I would.
Or purchase a copy?
No.
Do
Let's go
how
to
much for a signed-
dndbeyond.com/Volo's guide to...
How much for a signed copy?
50 gold pieces.
Let's talk about that later. Your friend, yeah, he was subject to an intellect devour. I guess we don't have to explain to you what that means. The good news is there's a 100 gold discount because we still had the intellect devourer. The bad news is it's 350 gold. That fucking
400 gold with the discount, right?
I thought 400 with the discount.
I'm like, how are you? I was fully expecting you to be like, it was 500 gold even after the discount.
They are charging. Let me tell you, they're charging an arm, a leg, and a brain for this. For this procedure. I don't know why you don't just hire a cleric and put him out of fucking business. This is ridiculous. Anyway, so found him. I'm sure you're very grateful, and you would like to, show us
I
how
am
grateful you are in some way. But
Very grateful. You've completed my quest. And,
This has been the conclusion of Storm King's Thunder.
how can I
Thank you for-
ever repay you? Listen,
We take gold
well,
in terms of how you
yes,
could ever repay us.
in terms of gold, I don't have a ton. Did I say 50 gold for the book signed copy? I can give you one of those. 50 gold value, as I just said, as a reward. I also, I have this, which, to be perfectly honest, is the source of my current negative balance sheet. And he unrolls a scroll, and it says, Deed to Troll Skull Manor. A great investment property, I assure you. Unfortunately, I wasn't particularly successful in running the business.
I
But
understand. You're an intellectual, not an entrepreneur.
yes, of course.
Where is Troll Skull Island? Or Manor, excuse me.
It is in Troll Skull Alley, of course.
Is that here? In Waterdeep?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, future location of
good-
Storm King's Tavern.
Yeah, is it a good location? Like, is there good signal strength there? Like, can I get LTE? How much foot traffic?
Yeah, a fairly bustling area of commerce. There is a slight
Roll skull problem?
yes, people have been referring to it as that.
Sounds like a Troll Skull opportunity to me.
Exactly.
Just like the proverb.
When life gives you Troll Skulls?
So
Go on.
Make a tavern?
You want to give us the deed to this property as a reward for finding your friend who seems to be in a persistent vegetative state?
I do.
Are you going to have his intellect returned to his body?
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Okay. Do you know anything about a Golden Goose casino boat?
Oh yeah, great time.
What does the color purple mean to you?
Royalty?
Mm-hmm. Didn't we go to a purple shop around here? Volo, some sort of purple store?
I can't say I'm following your logic, sir.
This is a weird line of questioning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll definitely take the deed. Yoink.
And so we brought your friend. Now, would you also like to return? Would you like to negotiate for his intellect?
Yeah, I'll take both for the deed. I think was the deal.
Well, no, your friend's there. His intellect. You only requested the return of his, corporeal form. The intellect is an entirely separate matter. This has high value to us as a research topic. Leighton is a distinguished intergalactic chair of brainological research. And this is.
I glance over at Floon, who is currently wearing the brain as a hat still.
Roll a persuasion here now.
That was an accident.
Oh,
Are you stabbing him?
No.
He's like, look, I wheel and deal as much as the next fellow, but I think we all understand that, brain and body are the same bargaining chip.
All right, fair enough. The deed and who signed copies of the book?
I'll give you one.
I was going to use the other one as a promotional tool. We are in with some fairly noble families. Having that on their bookshelf would be very good exposure for you.
I get exposed plenty.
that's what she said.
As you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you want this unconscious body, but I'm not judgmental. I just call them as I see them.
There are also notable restaurateurs. I don't know if you've heard of the Storm Giants Tavern. Perhaps you haven't. It's only known among the most, we're doing a limited rollout among the sort of who's who of Waterdeep. But perhaps we could do a cross-promotional deal, feature
Is
one of your copies.
Is this your branding, rebranding of the Troll Skull Manor? Yes, I'm interested in some cross promotion, of course. I tell really great stories, which every bar tends to need. Also, I do still have some research that I would like to do about the current inhabitants of the manor.
There are inhabitants.
Current inhabitants?
We're gonna have to evict someone.
What
else should we know about Troll Skull Manor?
Not exactly. Anyway, yeah, we've already shook on the deal, right?
Yeah, you're a little quick to grab the deed, Django.
Dude, real estate is, they don't make any more of that.
Do we need to go down to City Hall and pull some permits?
Yeah, what's the
Is everything to code?
Situation?
Are we inheriting any liability?
Yeah.
How about we just go take a walk over there and look? Gather some empirical evidence instead of, hearsay from Volo.
Mm-hmm.
Who's already pulled a fast one or two over on us.
Plus, he takes the body and brain off our hands. Let's just go.
By the way, Volo, you have to carry that now.
We did pass a wheelbarrow shop down the street. If you need to move him around, you're not exactly built like Addis here.
Yeah, I'll pay someone to move him. Thanks.
You're very welcome, sir.
Oh, sorry, did you say pay? So you do have a point.
Yeah, he'll give him the deed to Dragon Jaw House or something like that. It's definitely not infested with dragons.
Yep.
Okay, I see. Well,
do you want to come with us to the manor, or will we just see you there some other time?
Yeah, I could give you guys the tour.
All right,
that'd be great.
Let's
also,
go.
Yeah, while we're walking, and I guess dragging, Volo just dragging the body is Addis.
So got this rich fellow with a skin condition that
he's fine. He just leaves a little trail for us to retrace our steps from.
Yeah. Volo, you don't know anything about that giant thing in the sky, do you?
Yes. While trolls are fascinating, all of us, and in fact, I would love to discourse at length with you on trolls. We believe we're here on a mission from Providence, just as your mission is to document the monsters of the world, write books. Our mission, Providence, is to find the source of these giant disturbances. These noble creatures are now coming upon humankind. Maybe, maybe heal the wounds that divide humankind from giant kind just a bit. You know about this.
Well, you can read all about giants in my book, Polo's Guide to Monsters, which I've just given you a free copy of. Signed, might I add.
But why are they here?
Couldn't tell you exactly. An interesting question, though. I'd be interested in hearing more about your discoveries. I could add them to my next book. Advanced Giant Economics and Politics.
Oh,
Hello.
that's fascinating.
You wrote your name in the book, but you didn't write any of our names in it.
He takes out his quill and says, "To my very good friends," and writes all of your names.
You
Can
spelled
add-
Leighton's name wrong. He spells it a different way because he's from a different dimension. Here it's with an E. There it's actually with an A. But I'm sure you have good penmanship. I'm sure you can correct that.
I actually can never remember how I spell my name. Whether I decided on it being with an E or an A.
All right, shall we go? Oh, while we're in here, I look around for anyone wearing a Harbor Watch T-shirt or I Am Fan of Waterdeep hat.
Roll a perception check.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes?
No.
No. All right, take me to your skulls.
Boom. Troll Skull Manor and Tavern. Behold.
It's very dark. Is there a light switch somewhere?
Dragging my character somewhere randomly. Haha!
Yeah, me too. Oh, should I not do that?
Did that work? Yeah, you can do that.
I go to claim the best bedroom.
No!
This one has a lot of light. Dibs.
Yeah,
Oh, this
you
one has,
find
like, the
yourselves in a
parapet,
very dusty, cobweb-ridden, a lot of broken stuff tavern. 4 stories tall, boasting a balcony, turret, 5 chimneys.
Which is the first floor?
I believe this one is.
Yeah, I think it's the one with like the tables and seating in it.
That would check
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, this is like the front door here. There's a tap room filled with broken furniture, tarnished silverware, casks of wine that have turned to vinegar, various worthless detritus. There's some rats. And Volo's
Shoot.
like, "Behold, just needs a little elbow grease and it'll be the finest tavern in Waterdeep."
Chain casting prestidigitation, just trying to clean up the place a little bit, removing like 1 square foot of soil at a time.
Yeah, we'll do some purify food and drink, though I will need a long rest to prepare it. But,
Yeah, a bit of a fixer-upper.
yeah.
I like it.
Why were you? What motivated you to try to get this off your hands?
Well, it's been very difficult to restore to its original state, and yeah, I wasn't able to reason with the poltergeist inhabiting it.
Tell us more about this poltergeist.
Well, yeah, I've been trying to learn myself. I'm actually writing another book on ghosts and spirits, but yeah, I wasn't really able to make much progress here.
Is the poltergeist a aberration or a fiend? Undead? If I were to detect, as a paladin, I can detect evil or fey entities.
You're a paladin?
Or a cleric. I got that brain dog little.
I actually couldn't remember.
I can try.
Let's see. Yeah, they are one of those things. Print your thingy.
So I'll go to the second floor, sort of the center of the house, and do that. Of the tavern.
Yeah, you detect an undead being on the the highest balcony of the manor.
What's that? There's a ghost up here, and I go running back down the stairs.
Fascinating. Volo, shall we speak to this exotic creature?
He pulls out his paper and notepad and is like, "Yes, after you."
Right. We pause to.
Give me just a minute before we go try and speak to it, and I'll ritually cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
All right, I'll regale everyone with a quick song about talking to ghosts and not failing to do so. And I give that to, I guess it seems like Addis is taking point on this one.
Charisma, no, I will not be charming. Let's see, so.
Don't get tricked by ghosts.
I also
Don't get killed by ghosts.
I'm gonna refill my. There he is. Never mind.
cast all my spells that I usually do each day.
Cool. Y'all do that.
My mage armor and gift of alacrity.
I should
Yeah, so you go upstairs and you've got a bunch of spells cast on you.
Yeah, before we entered the room, I'll
I sure do.
Shield of Faith on myself, I think. Wait, is this concentration? Can't do that. Sorry. If I'm doing good. All right. Shall we head upstairs and speak with this interesting creature?
Yes.
So I sort of tentatively walk out onto the balcony here. Are other people up here with me? Start checking behind me, make sure.
I'm tagging like just behind you.
I'll join you, sure.
Like kind of hiding behind your armor.
Oh, Sir Poltergeist. Day to you.
No response.
Does it react to our presence at all or anything?
So you know the like location of it, but you can't like see it or anything, right?
No. Still
So
concentrating on my detect evil and good, but I don't know if that helps.
yeah, I
You
mean
know where the creature is located.
it doesn't move. No.
Well, what shall we do? We could try to dispel it. We could try. We can speak with the dead. I don't know if that's useful without a corpse, but M's discretion, I guess. What's this do?
Do we know our poltergeist dead? Or are they just like are they the actual manifestation of some deceased creature? Or is it
It now it starts moving, and it goes right through you and goes down to the bar.
Oh, you want to grab a drink, Mr. Poltergeist?
Sounds good.
just
We can discuss this over
Scooby-Doo
beer.
gang after this goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait,
Zoinks!
basically this place is haunted. Volo gave us a haunted house.
Like zoink Scoobs. I felt
real
chilly when he went right through me.
When you guys arrive downstairs, there are mugs for each of you on the counter that weren't there before.
Ooh, what a host. Addis, you want to use your purple nose, take a smell of this, make sure it's we're not going to get poisoned here.
Yeah.
There's nothing in any of them.
Bring in the glass.
Oh,
It's probably
Except for
poltergeist.
dust.
We can't taste the poltergeist beer.
Arton probably poured all the liquid on top of himself.
I will take out another glass and put it down and like slide it towards where I think the poltergeist is, and then hold my glass up as though going to cheers it.
The poltergeist slaps the mug out of your hand.
Oh,
It hits the ground and shatters, and then all of the mugs on the counter get knocked off also, and they like shatter against the floor and wall. And then the poltergeist goes over to the window, which is covered in dust, and the words "closing time," "last call" appear written in the dust on the window.
Ruh-roh.
all right. You seem to be the proprietor of this establishment. Are you aware that you are a ghost?
No response.
Is there a basement or anything?
Yes.
There is a
Reckon
basement, yeah.
the gnomish?
Let's head down to the basement for a second. See if we can find maybe the body of the bartender.
I'm going to write in the dust on the window, "You are a ghost," and then underline it.
You write that, and then a couple seconds pass, and then the window that you wrote it on is shattered.
Guys, we're actually trying to clean this place up, not make more of a mess.
I'm this close to casting Booming Blade on my sword and start swinging.
That's something you can't see.
But maybe maybe we can talk our way out of this.
I'm gonna head down to the basement.
Yeah, it's a dusty basement. There's the foundation has circular holes in it where there are some old bottles of various like wines placed in the foundation. There's a couple kegs, boxes of glasses and things like that.
Do any smells? Does anything smell down here?
Yeah, smell of like barley and rat shit.
Okay, but no smell of decay, no bones that I see, nothing like this.
No.
On the first floor where the mess was just being made, I'd like to cast Unseen Servant and have it start just like sweeping up a little bit, kind of tidying up a little, putting some of the mugs away like one would at closing time. And also got a mage hand going. We're just starting to tidy up a little.
Okay.
I like it.
It's like, yeah, closing time, right?
The yeah, your unseen servant is like putting some of the like glasses that were not totally broken back in the rack of glasses, and you see one of them get picked up and hover over, not by your unseen servant.
Kind of like putting chairs or stools upside down on top of tables.
Polo, do you know what happened to the proprietor of this place? Is there anything in the sort of chain of title or whatever? Who did the deed pass through?
I bought it from a real estate management company. I was browsing for special deals based on paranormal activity.
Hmm.
It's part of my investment slash research strategy.
Hmm.
And so the inhabitant here is a creature you have not fully researched and cataloged yet, am I to assume?
No, yeah, I haven't succeeded in making much contact with it.
So as payment for our deed, you're essentially getting us to do your legwork for you and researching this creature, figuring out its motivations.
I assure you that I paid good money for the deed, and it's worth a pretty penny. It's actually a great value.
Time will tell.
All right. Is there anything else we should know about this place?
I think that's pretty much the gist.
Mostly just the poltergeist. All right.
Any troll skulls laying around?
There is a skull of a troll hanging over the main entrance.
I'll go wipe that off, polish it a little bit, make it all nice and pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna search some of the other floors for anything of significance, anything that might have provide clues as to the the fate of the proprietor here that I'm assuming is now a poltergeist.
Make an investigation check.
You find a corpse
Hey.
with "I'll never leave" written in blood above it.
You find a desk upstairs, which is kind of crammed full of fairly disorganized bookkeeping from about 12 years ago. Mostly just like numbers, various like buy this, sell that, income this. You do find the signature on a couple of bill of sales. The name Lif, Lif, who appears to be the owner of the bar.
Nice. Good find.
Yeah, we go to it and speak its name. But we can still speak. Still got that translation thing going, right?
Mm-hmm.
The comprehend languages lets me understand every language that's
Oh.
spoken. It does not give me the gift of gab.
Make a charisma check. Attis.
Oh.
You do have an inspiration still at some point, right?
Oh, I have a bardic inspiration. I do.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I will. So roll a d8 and add. There's 3. Slash roll. D8.
You say the name Liff, and there's a brief pause, and then several chairs fall over.
I just put those up for the night, Liff. And I go and start putting them back on top of the table.
Lift.
What another one of them levitates back onto the table as well.
Lift, don't you remember you wanted business consultants to help you overhaul this place so it could start making real cash? Like, I know we're a little late, but we're here to help you get this place together, man.
Persuasion check.
Oh.
You see like a broom from the closet come out and slowly start sweeping some of the trash out the front door.
Hell yeah, this is what I'm saying. All right, we're gonna get this place together. We're gonna get a Hydra. We're gonna cut off its head. We're gonna sell Hydra steaks. It's an incredible business opportunity. We're gonna brand this. We're gonna do a limited time crossover pop up. Volo X, Volo X, Storm King's Tavern. Limited menu, custom cocktail.
King's Tavern X Volo.
Yes. Tavern X Volo, inspired by the Monster Guide, maybe. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. This place, we're gonna see lots of cash. It's gonna be great. This is the first step in the right direction with that broom. All right.
Keep it up.
Yeah, keep up the good work. Remember, we're here to help. Also, if you died in a horrible accident, then we can avenge you. That's if you feel like maybe that's the limiting your underlying motivation for business.
Um,
1 knock, 2 knocks if you want us to avenge you.
You hear 2 knocks.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. Is there anything in this place that we could get a little bit more information from to guide us on the right track to avenging our favorite business partner and future cover of Waterdeep Inc. Cover photo guy business team?
Oh my god.
Did
Say more
Volo kill
buzzwords.
You see the word Emic written on another window.
How's that spelled? Cool. Emic.
Is that a last name or a first name?
Is Volo still here?
I go to look at the window from the other side to see if it spells something backwards.
And then the word Froon after it.
Emic Froon. Okay, this is good. This is good. We can not only are we business consultants, we are also revenge for hire. So this is exactly what we're here to do.
Hitman.
We're gonna sort this situation out. We're gonna edit it down to a tight 22 minutes, commercial breaks, and looking for a daytime Emmy on this one. All right.
He'll get the poltergeist will get EP,
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is a great start. This is a great start. Wait, Liff, I feel like we're really making a lot of progress. All right. So is Volo still here? Did Volo already bounce? Is he just leaving us in the situation?
He's furiously writing notes.
Okay, cool. Volo, do you know Emic Froon? Does that name mean anything to you?
I could ask around.
That would be great. The young gooser. Does the name Emmett Froon mean anything to you?
Actually, do we
Yes,
want
it
him to
does.
ask around? It might tip him off.
That's a good point. I mean, is there anyone else? Do we have any other good information? Should we? I mean, we could also make a trip to the Leaky Cauldron and
Polo's like, I can be subtle.
Doubt.
insight check.
Boon of truth.
Yeah.
He appears to think that he is telling the truth.
Fair enough.
He's also wearing a purple scarf.
Yeah. Yeah, insight is sort of useless on like true believers. Or the people who are very ingenuous about their reality. Okay. Hold on, I should write this down.
I mean, as big as this city
Polo's
is,
like,
I imagine.
actually, you know what? I think the name does ring a bell. When I was trying to purchase this place, I believe there was someone by that name bidding against me.
Oh.
You sell it to him, man. Yeah, I think.
So perhaps we should talk to your realtor. They may. Usually, you got to write down like your address, phone number, email when submitting applications for places. So
Yeah, who hosted the auction?
Goldright Investment Properties, LLC.
Cool. All right. Are they in the neighborhood?
Yeah, do they have an office?
Can we?
yeah, I'll just like
Yeah.
Yeah, he hands you their card.
Okay.
Perfect.
I want to poke my head outside and just look up and down the street and see if there's like Emic Froon's Tap Works or something, some obvious sign.
Oh, like a
Um,
competing business or something?
Yeah, just anything nearby. Like,
Give me 1 second. Uh, uh, um, here's the alley.
It's nighttime.
here's my character getting checked at it.
Okay.
So you guys are at T1.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You see some other businesses, such as the Bent Nail, Steam and Steel, Aurelian's Crown, Tiger's Eye, Bookworm's Treasure, and Sewer Access.
Yes, sewer access, the most popular brunch spot. Lines around the block.
I mean, Arten's probably eager to get down there. No shortage of water.
He applies another dab of poultice.
Should we do a little investigative legwork on our own? Just poking our head in, meeting the,
Okay, I got
introducing ourselves, meeting the locals.
Well, okay, so it looks like there's maybe someone. This business. There might be someone who wanted this. Maybe they killed Liff. I don't know. I feel like it's probably best we don't yet reveal ourselves as the owners. Like, I actually
Oh, then.
maybe we can act like we're unhappy with Volo and looking. We heard that there's someone that might share our dissatisfaction with him.
It'd be kind of weird to open up with that.
Well, we could
perhaps we're just patrons of some of these establishments.
I mean, if we're looking
the
for
owners.
Mr. Froon, because we clearly is a savvy businessman trying to get his hands on this property, and we are also of similar interest and are connected, and put two and two together that there might be an opportunity for us to collaborate. And then once we figure out what's going on, maybe we can slit his fucking throat and throw him in sewer access.
Yeah, that's good for like a steps 2 and 3. I just more meant like the step 1 introducing ourselves. It might be weird to walk into the Steam and Steel and just be like, fucking Volo, am I right?
Yeah, you have a very good mind for intrigue and espionage, Leighton.
I've read quite a few Calm Clancy books in my day.
Are T2 through T6 all bars, or are they different things? Like, is Bookworm a bookstore?
Yeah, it's a bookstore. The
I'll
nail
check
is
that
a
one out.
carpentry shop. The steam and stuff is a blacksmith.
Okay, so T4 and T5 are bars.
They are not.
Oh, okay. What are they?
Well,
Let's. Um,
We could just have like a blacksmith, a magic item shop, a components shop, and a library all within walking distance of our house. Like
I really feel like our campaign is trying to get us to
location,
settle down.
location.
Yeah.
what about the Korean taco place? Is that like
That's the
T8?
bookworm's treasure.
Okay.
He really likes tacos.
the Tiger's Eye is a private detective business.
Oh, wow.
Corellian's Crown is a herbalist, apothecary, and physicians guild operated business.
Interesting.
Okay, so we're the only bar in town, or on the alley. That's awesome.
So
Oh, actually, yeah, no, there is another bar. And it's called Fern's
Oh.
Brews.
called
Turns Brews?
wait,
Mm-hmm.
Prune?
Fern's Brews.
Oh,
Prunes
interesting.
Brews.
That is
Wait,
a
Prunes?
terrible.
Prunes Brews?
The phonetics on
Fern's
that.
Brews.
I do not like
Mhm.
the phonetics on that for one.
Yeah. So, in this guy, the proprietor doesn't have long to live, I think. But even if he makes it, I think he's not going to be much competition given branding skills displayed in that naming.
Maybe we should destroy his business and then kill him so that he feels the shame, or like...
Hold on.
Yeah, well,
also,
I think we should invite him back to the Troll's Head as a courtesy. Maybe.
wait, and then kill him in the basement?
Well, we could do that. I mean, he might turn into a second poltergeist. Yeah, that's.
I had not put 2 and 2 together that Froon's Brews was exactly what I was looking for when I said I poked my head outside. I was too busy typing things down at the bottom.
Yeah, you really nailed it. You nailed it.
I solved the case, guys. Who needs this?
It was a
Tiger's
really
Eye cast?
complicated case. It was two
wait.
blocks away.
Sorry, Clayton, are you saying that we also are going to lure the detective to the basement and then take over his business?
All I'm saying is if we play our cards right, we could take over this whole block.
Yeah, 5-minute montage. All of the owners of all the businesses are in the basement. What do you guys do?
Create 7 new poltergeists. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm glad we had this, local business owners interest group meeting, the Chamber of Commerce.
I cast Sickening Radiance and lock the door.
Would anyone be interested in some Amontillado? Just further back in the basement.
Wow, that's it. Intellectual joke right there.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
So
I guess my intellect really is 12.
The Cask of Amontillado.
Okay.
That short story or book that we all had to read in sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
About some revenge plot.
Uh-huh.
a guy gets his rival drunk and then lures him down to the cellar with the promise of a cask of Amontillado, and is getting him drunker and drunker and leading him through this cellar further and further. And then the guy gets, the guy's like blackout drunk, and then he starts sealing him into the wall, like he has like bricks and mortar. And like there was some slight like decades ago or something that the guy was like humiliated by. He's been
Gotcha.
plotting his revenge the whole time,
Okay.
and then he just seals the dude alive in the wall and leaves.
Got it. Okay.
Like you do.
Yeah.
Conflict resolution.
So what if we just
we're
told the
restaurateurs now. This is-
poltergeist, like, hey, we found him, he's just down there, and then like let the ghost do whatever, and like we weren't involved?
I suspect the ghost knows.
Well, I expect he's bound to the place of the crime or whatever.
So it's our job to honeypot Faroon over here so that the poltergeist can have his way with him.
Well,
Or we just remove Froon from the equation.
how do we deal with city watch and witnesses and stuff? What's the calculus here?
You should invite him to the Chamber of Commerce. meeting.
You're the sneaky one.
I'm actually trained in deception, but I'm not usually able to get a word in when it comes to lying to people.
The lies go off the rails quite quickly.
They
and
do.
I find myself out of my element when it comes to we're the
It's
portal inspectors for the house or whatever. I'm like, okay. Let's see
It's
where
a
you're going.
compulsion. I was raised having to be deceptive. It's very hard to work out of it.
We do find ourselves in possession of a pretty potent mind poison, which I imagine would leave few bodily indicators.
I like that.
I wish I knew more about the nature of this disagreement. I feel a little bad about just going over there and murdering someone in cold blood because a ghost told me to.
That's true.
And the ghost just happened to inhabit my real sweet house that I wanted.
Is the ghost trustworthy? How do we know we're not being manipulated by the ghost to...
Yeah, I mean, I sort of feel like we should bring him over here. We can do that under false pretenses if we want, and kind of have a frank discussion. Let him and the poltergeist have a frank discussion.
As a cleric, do you have any sort of way to force someone to tell the truth?
Certainly do.
That may factor into it if we could get some sort of a confession from Froon.
Do we also...
It does also tip our hand, though, in terms of
Yeah,
offing him sneakily.
If we bring him over, is Lift just gonna lose his shit and start destroying everything because he sees the guy he doesn't like, and then our cover's gonna be blown?
We might be able to at least prep Lift with the knowledge that this is going to be happening, and please don't destroy the establishment you've worked so hard to create.
Living well is the best revenge, Liv, and you're about to be the co-founder of the most happening spot in all of Watertown.
I think we saw good progress earlier when we were talking to him and he started helping.
Yeah, we could just try banishing to the void too.
All right, fuck it. You want to go over to Froon's and get a sense of things?
Yeah. Who's our most convincing?
I can go in, ask if he needs anyone to play music for his bar. I usually get a stage if I ask for it, as is my natural inclination by popular demand.
You're the bard. I'm the tour manager agent. Leighton, I guess, is your effects guy, and Addis is the dude that gives you Narcan.
It's the Narcan. Eagle's Splendor. Let's see what this requires. This does have a material component. I will Got the the fur of a squirrel, or maybe it's a bird.
Oh, not of a squirrel. I
What?
summon my pet squirrel Ping real fast
Oh,
just to make
okay.
sure you didn't steal his fur off of him.
Okay, yeah, not
Give him a
that
little pet. Dismiss him.
squirrel was a companion of mine. Was in the woods. Do some gesticulating, and upon our bard, I will cast Eagle's Splendor. Your charm is just enhanced beyond even what it normally was. Your fluency with your instrument is increased. You are feeling great.
Yep, feeling good.
Yeah, like nothing.
Okay, so the plan is I'm gonna go in there. You're my crew. He's gonna say yes, and then you guys are gonna abduct him, or what's the play? You're gonna poison his drink. He's not drinking because he's the bartender.
I think this may just be a intelligence gathering mission.
Well, I think we should bring him back here. I think you could talk him into coming back here. I don't know if it's because he still wants to buy the place or because.
Yeah, we could just present him the deed and say Volo gave us this in return for a favor, and it ended up being a dump, all of which quite true. And perhaps we're looking to part with it. Have him come over, bibbity boppity zone of truthity, and then possibly poison him. Or not. See how the night goes.
So we're not lying.
You can lie. It's up to you. You're the. We can help you.
Well, if you guys are gonna just go straight up, go like with the truth, like, yo, we got this deed. We heard you were interested before. You want to come over and talk about it? Then I don't really have to.
I'm merely presenting ideas as the most charismatic frontman of our group. I'll leave it to you to twist the words how you see fit, based on where the conversation's going.
Oh, you. Okay.
Effects guy, and I make sparks shoot out of your shoulders.
I mean, I do get what you're saying, but so basically you're just saying you make the call. You're going to walk in there with a cover story, but if I want to reveal the actual truth, we'll just flip it on the fly.
Yeah, I'd say we just want to get him into our bar.
Adding a couple of verbal tools to your metaphorical tool belt.
And let me know when you are 1 minute from talking.
Well, if I go in there with my cover story, if all goes according to plan, then there won't need to be won't be a need to change it. And that doesn't get him over to the bar, right? So if this is just a fact-finding mission, then that's what it will be, unless something goes wrong, I guess. I don't know. Okay, whatever. You want me to just wing it? Fine, I'll wing it. You all ready?
Does Addis have Zone of Truth even prepared?
Yes.
Oh, neat. What a coincidence.
All right, I put my loot on my shoulder and I start walking down the street, and I pretend to just notice this bar right here, and I go, oh, that looks pretty cool, and I just walk in.
And we're all coming with. I'm shooting out fire bolts and
You are
sparklers.
muted, sir. DM, you are muted still.
Yes. Hello and welcome to Faroon's Brews. What can I get you, adventurers?
Who am I looking at? What kind of being am I looking at?
Fat man, big mustache, overalls.
Hello! Are you the proprietor of this establishment? I am a down on my luck performer with a small roadie crew, and was passing through and was hoping to be able to perform here tonight in order to make some spending cash and continue on my way, as well as provide a general atmosphere of pleasantness for your establishment here, sort of a win-win relationship. So if I could just speak to whoever's in charge, that would be great.
Yeah, that would be me at the moment.
And who am I speaking to? Are you? And I squint at a sign. Froon?
Yeah, Milton Froon at your service.
Milton Froon. Oh, okay. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I just kind of laid out my goals to you. Is that something that you would be interested in? Do you have anyone performing tonight, or and the proper sort of accommodations for a one-man little performance ditty?
He's very talented.
We do have a regular act, but we could fit you in the schedule.
I'd be
for,
happy to open for him.
free
No
drinks.
problem. Free drinks,
Great.
love it. You don't mind if I put up a little collection box in front of me, right, for your patrons? If they want to leave
of
a
course.
tip. Okay, fantastic.
As for business usual, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Well, when would be a good time? When should I have the stage ready for your regular person?
You go on at 6.
At 6, and I don't have a watch. I'm a very poor musician, as you know. So,
Yeah.
How long is that until?
I don't know. It's like noon, I guess.
Oh, all right. Okay.
We were actually directed to this place. We were inquiring about where the would be the best place to perform. Sort of most reputable establishment. We're directed here, but we were actually told that this was under the operation of an Emek Froon. Is that any relation to you?
Yep. That's my father.
Okay.
He runs the operation. Not so much bartending for him.
I see. Okay, excellent. Okay, well, Froon's fine name. That's good to know. I just want to make sure we're in the right place. Excellent. And you've been established here for a while?
Yeah, about 13 years.
About 13 years. Interesting. Oh, that's a lucky number, I believe. So that's very good. We're having to play here on your 13th year. Interesting. Great. Well, you've made the right choice.
Do you want to talk to Emic as well, just to make sure everything's cool?
Yeah, actually, for legal
Double
reasons.
check with all the stakeholders. Yeah.
Yeah, as his agent and representative, we need to make sure, purely a formality, just that the contract requires that the for liability reasons that we just sign off with the owner, on paper of the owner operator on paper of the establishment. We had some bad experiences in the past. I'm sure nothing of the sort will happen here. We just need to be secure.
My father's a busy man and not present at this establishment, but he, I'm currently the owner operator.
Oh, sounds like your father's a very successful businessman.
Yeah.
Is he a member of the local chamber of commerce?
Of course, as all reputable business people are.
I also heard there was an interest group just for the businesses in this block. That actually, well, this is just the thing we're here on the street. We can talk about it later. Sorry, getting carried away here. It really would be good to be able to confirm this with their father. Just again, we don't want any trouble with the city watch or the when it comes down to compensation, or if there's an accident, if a fan gets overexcited and they tear themselves apart dancing, it can be very complicated to resolve liability.
Yeah, of course. I accept full liability. He like points at the plaque on the bar that says like Milton Faroon, owner, operator, establisher, family Faroon business incorporated.
I see. And your mother, is she part of the business operations as well?
No. She passed away when I was young.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That must have been very hard.
Yes.
What was her name? If you, just so we can pay our respects.
Shatasa.
Okay.
And okay. Well, I'm sure a successful businessman who, clearly based on looking at his offspring is easy on the eyes, had no trouble, finding love again in this large city.
Okay, enough chit chat. Go
Yeah.
go lug in my equipment, please, and let me talk a little bit more to Emmett here.
Okay.
Um,
Milton. Milton.
My name is Milton.
Milton. Oh, excuse me, Milton.
Emmett's my father.
I'll make sure the paperwork's in order.
Okay, Milton.
My little
So
gnome ass goes to carry in just like cases of shit, just clearly the tiniest dude out here, just bringing in like big old boxes, really struggling with them.
so Milton, how it sounds like do you guys have a couple locations?
Only one Faroon's Brews.
Oh, okay. All right, so this isn't a chain or anything.
No.
No, okay. Is this a pretty popular place on this night? Whatever, Wednesday?
Yeah, we do pretty well, actually. Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. Is it one of your more... how does it rate among the other properties you own? Just out of curiosity. In case I was able to maybe swing by one of any other establishments at some time.
If you're interested in talking real estate investment, that's not really my zone
Oh,
of
no,
expertise.
no.
I just manage the bar.
Just this one.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. So I didn't know. I got the impression that you had a couple different bars, but maybe just this one bar and some other properties, whatever. Okay, very good, very good. Okay.
Yeah, my father owns other businesses. Sure.
Sure. Okay, gotcha. Oh, so this one's yours though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Very cool.
He
How
did.
long have you
When
been?
I was when I was coming of age and needed to make my way in the world, he gave me this bar on my birthday.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Very cool. Does he ever stop by to visit?
Yeah, occasionally, we don't talk too often,
Mm.
but yeah, he does.
Oh, cool. Do you have a lot of siblings? Is he busy? Is he checking on everyone?
Sure, yes, his various, yeah, very busy businessman, as I said.
Right. Okay. Well, cool.
Worth asking if he's interested, if his father might be interested in other properties in the neighborhood? Something like that?
Sure, yeah. I suppose is he currently growing his business?
Always.
Always.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wouldn't want to be in competition with him.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. You can leave that box right there. Okay, I think we're set up. So you want me to come on at 6? I think it seems like the lunch crowd's dying out, and so we'll probably be back around 5:30 so that we can get on. Thanks for your time, Milton.
Yep.
Great.
Nice to meet you, Django. Was it?
That's right. Yes.
Mm-hmm. See you at 6.
You got it, bud. Thank you again. Thank you for the opportunity.
Great exposure.
All right, and with that, I think I will leave and summon everyone else to come back.
I think we perhaps we don't walk right back within eyesight to the tavern. Perhaps we go a different direction. So
Sure,
as
you
not-
wanna? Okay, we'll walk this way and like head to the closest park and like talk quietly under a tree. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do that.
So, do we want to try and get him to go get his dad? I feel like his dad's gonna be, if we drop the real estate hint, gonna pull his dad in, and then we can start working on the Chamber of Commerce plan.
Yeah. It seems like we may not get his father to show up unless we open up about us stumbling into the property that was so sought after.
I don't
I mean,
love it.
bless Milton's heart, but he didn't seem like the sharpest crayon in the shed.
I would rather. Well, I mean, it is an angle. I'll give you that. I feel like it's not the right time to be so forward, but maybe that's just the caution in me. I would rather, check the fantasy yellow pages and see if we could find a address for like a main office for his what was it again? He dropped the name of the holding company basically, and like see if we can go directly to the source.
Yeah, we can do that.
You sounded like you were playing the angle earlier of learning the names of some of the other establishments, so you might.
I was trying, yeah,
Well,
like
them-
other places
yeah.
we could hit up and like find, just keep eyes on.
Perhaps after your performance tonight, you can re-attack on that front. Figure out the names of other places. Like, oh, it's such a good time here. I'd love to keep playing within the family. Go to some other establishments.
I think his,
Well,
his
so
father,
it
father's
doesn't
only
sound
get involved once we're talking real estate. He's a he works out of an office somewhere. He doesn't come into the bars.
right. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna talk to him, but maybe
Okay.
we'd get more information from the son.
Sorry, I was in and out of the tavern, lugging all your shit. So I didn't get the full
yeah.
conversation. So
Yeah, thanks, little guy.
Well, the issue, yeah, I was going that angle, but it didn't sound like there was a lot. He wasn't offering up any sort of other bars or related. Like the Bard angle seemed kind of closed. He kind of sounded like what he was saying was there's a lot of real estate, and I didn't get any sort of. But maybe I wasn't asking the right questions. I don't know.
Or you're
I
not
mean-
just a bard. You're a master of interpersonal intrigue and communication, and you also have the splendor of an eagle. So I think you could branch out into you've got a business deal that needs to be escalated to his father, something like that.
Okay.
Huh.
All right. I'll say, are there
I
any
wanna buy
corporate? I do corporate functions as well.
Wait, are you going back into the bar?
No, we're planning for 6 o'clock.
Okay, yeah.
So did anyone else notice that they opened that bar 13 years ago, and Liff seems to have the record stopped 12 years ago?
it does seem like they removed some of their competition.
Maybe
At a
try
glance.
to acquire, and when that didn't work out,
Yeah. Hostile acquisition, as it were.
hostile takeover. Yeah.
Very hostile.
Though I'm curious as to why they didn't just buy the bar then. Surely Volo hasn't been holding on to this deed for 12 years. Hey Volo,
Yeah.
glad you caught up with us. About how long ago did you acquire the deed to the place?
About a year ago, I heard from the realtor that it was off the market for 12 years. Well, whoever owned it was uncontactable.
Oh.
And then, after years of not paying the property tax, the city seized it, and
Yeah, I think
Foreclosure
legally it
sale.
goes to the city watch if no one does anything for 12 years.
Mm. Mm.
Kind of a scam law, if you ask me, but what are you gonna do? That's business.
That's
City
City
Watch.
Watch. I mean, business.
Anyone else ready for a quick break?
Sure,
Sure.
I could pee.
All right. How long are we talking here?
Like 5:10, whatever.
Uh,
Where's my audio? Do I have that annoying background noise going or anything?
Nope, you're good.
There we go. And he's making big poops.
So I feel like I'm legally obligated to tell you guys that this is a side quest.
Yeah, I
I
was
feel
wondering about that, and if we could speed it up a little.
I feel like Schooly mentioned something about this being the main quest at some point. It is not.
I said something about returning a dude to Volo being like the thing we were doing because we actually
It
went
is.
into the
It is the
sewer.
thing you were doing, but it doesn't. Like, also,
Yeah,
Storm
the
King's
main
Thunder.
quest is inquire about giants and go kill giants and shit like that. I imagine.
Yeah. I think this quest is sweet though, and
We're gonna get a house.
yeah,
We're gonna
I'm
get
into the whole like bar thing.
we're gonna get passive income.
Yeah, that is a thing.
And isn't there another? Don't we have sort of extra legal ownership of another property where we basically killed all the people there, and we were going to turn it into a bar?
Saying that was the thing, but like, I
Yeah,
thought that was the thing.
Okay.
Like,
It was also just a
because you kill
warehouse.
everyone that's currently in a building doesn't make you own it.
I believe by the laws of the great Emperor Finders Keepers. Um,
The guys you killed weren't even the owners of the building. They were the killers of the people that were previously in the building.
what
Yeah.
level is?
Sense. This is to us, right?
Mhm.
Law of blood.
Yeah.
I mean, the city guard's going to want to cut inches, but
Yeah, I mean, I think if the next like 7 sessions were just you guys running a tavern and having legal and physical battles with Rune's businesses, like that would be pretty entertaining.
yeah. Are there any taverns that cater to giants? Because we could, like whatever do whatever compliance is required for that, like widen the entryway.
As far as you know, there are no giants in Waterdeep.
From phone back to computer.
Ah. Yeah, so montage. You are now in the bar. Jenko is on stage.
It just makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know why. It's like my vision just doesn't match like my actual brain state.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. I'm performing.
Minor illusion fog across the stage.
Very nice.
Shooting sparks out of his guitar.
Prestidigitation. Very good.
Unseen
There's like a
servant's got a
solid-
triangle next to him, just waiting to hit that one little ting that never comes.
All 13 patrons of the bar clap.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm drinking my free drink. Which I desperately needed. Okay. I make some money. How much money?
Uh, 7 gold.
Hey!
Nice.
That's like my entire net worth. Not bad.
Alright, I give 1 gold to my roadies each, and I keep the rest.
Well, I'm not a big gold guy. Someone else can hang on to mine.
Hold up.
Master is generous tonight.
Isn't this going towards the Storm King's Tavern LLC?
Yeah, that's true.
This is because this is business related.
I don't know if you realize, but I am a sole proprietor of a freelance performance company.
Okay, so you're subcontracting. You're subcontracting with Storm King's Tavern LLC.
Yeah, but we're not at Storm King's Tavern, so this is technically just my sole proprietorship in a relationship with Friends Brews. So technically, I can pay you whatever I want, but yeah.
I've already put the gold in my pouch.
Fair enough.
Right. Do we want to talk to the proprietor? See if he'll hook us up with his dad. Was the performance compelling enough that he might be interested in a strategic, partnership with the?
I mean, he's around. I don't know how much he equates musical skills with business opportunities.
Okay. So maybe we should let him know about the deed, or just that we have a major property deal in the neighborhood that we'd like to speak to his father about.
I have advantage on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Milton, a word, if you have a minute.
Well, what can I do for you, my very small roadie friend?
And I'm looking around the group as I start talking, and just we haven't been entirely forthright with you. It actually happens that we have come into the possession of a deed for the establishment just down the road. We did a favor for someone. He gave us the deed in return. But when we checked out the house, it's for the Troll Tavern, Troll Head Skull Tavern. I don't know if you've heard of it, but
the district's named after it, right? The district we're in is named after it. It's an iconic property.
Oh yeah, namesake.
We're not trying to give it away, but it is. We're not really in a position to maintain it right now. So
yeah, we just can't afford all the repairs it would require to get the place up and running, since it hasn't been touched in the last 10 plus years. And through talking to the
the realtor who managed the property, they said that your father was also interested in it. So we're wondering if we could perhaps set up a meeting with your father in order to, perhaps discuss a business arrangement. Double your footprint on this very popular street here.
Roll persuasion.
Reached way down and patted your butt earlier too. It was quite
Got
a
it.
get down.
Uh,
and
Yeah, it's a. Let's see. I can just do that from right here. Skill. Persuasion.
Um,
14.
his eyes kind of narrow at the mention of the troll skull manor, and he's like, yes, my father has mentioned being interested in that property. I'd be happy to pass your message along.
That
How
would
can
be.
he best get in contact with you?
Well, we'll be staying over there, trying to clean it up a little bit to get it presentable. So if he just wants to, wander by tomorrow, would be happy to give him an audience and discuss potential terms.
Okay, I'll let him know.
And obviously, as the sort of broker here, we can cut you in with some of the earnings from our recent performance.
He holds out his hand.
I
no.
hesitantly put a gold
on
in it.
completion of the deal. On completion of the deal, obviously. This is a
Ah,
commitment, not a upfront. Make sure your dad shows up.
yeah, I'll try and get in touch with him. He doesn't always return my paper birds.
This is a iconic property. We have other interested buyers, so yep, better.
Yeah, it's looking really great. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I mean, you're sort of the architect of this deal, right? And you don't want to be behind the bar forever, so this might be, a good opportunity for you to really make good in your father's eyes. Show him you're a competent businessman as well as beyond just being a proprietor. I think
He seems into that.
Rubbing his belly through his overalls, going, yeah.
Father's love.
Warms you up more than a drink.
The rarest commodity in Waterdeep.
All right, thank you, Friends Brews. You've been a great audience. Now the act you've been waiting for, your usual performer.
I cut all of the prestidigitations. Like, smoke machine gone, light show gone.
Yeah.
I've been Django. Please check me out wherever I'm playing, which is very limited in audience size and scheduling. So, and I've got some t-shirts and magical recording devices available at the booth right over there. So come check. I've got posters as well, and yes, merch. Come get it.
No one buys anything.
Enjoy your brews.
Yeah, the next band up is like they all have like really long hair and are playing like, kind of like smelly Christian rock.
Mm.
And people are loving it, and it sucks.
Stuffy audience tonight.
Yeah.
They weren't liking what I was putting down.
Can't win them all.
All right. Are you guys sleeping in your dusty haunted manor?
I could use a snooze.
Hell yeah.
And also, is that do you guys want to do anything before fast forwarding to?
Was there anyone in the audience wearing a t-shirt that said Harbor Watch or I am fan of Waterdeep?
No.
You don't even want me to roll perception.
Nope.
No, like sea hats or. Alright.
Not a lot of sea heads.
Okay.
You're pretty far from the like harbor district.
Yeah. You know. Well, I'm always keeping my eyes peeled. Just gotta check.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Liff. So we're back. We've arranged a thing for tomorrow. Hopefully, Emic might be stopping by. Gonna need you to not freak out. Remember, this is your tavern. You want to keep it in tip-top shape. But we're gonna get him over here and try to get to this bottom of this. Like, he said he killed, situation. Uh, is that something you think you can do? Just kind of keep it cool and copacetic for the next like 24 hours. Just not cause a ruckus.
All of the windows in the entire establishment open and close several times.
But we
Gonna-
also might kill him to avenge you. That's
Yeah, that's
absolutely a
kind of
possibility. We're just
why we're
trying.
bringing him
Remember,
here.
you wanted competent consultants. That's what we do. We might have to play the long game. We might have to make it look like we're working with him. Maybe do a Storm King's. Maybe do like a tavern.
Maybe just run a tavern for 12 years, like
Yeah,
just to get established in the
but, like,
area.
rest assured, he will be ruined. Maybe today, but also maybe in the future.
Just
And
need you to
I
not.
brandish my sword. Emic.
One more open and shut for all the windows.
Best revenge is living well. Sorry, no offense.
Yeah. Jeez, dude.
Low blow.
Ixnay on the Ivingly.
Yeah.
So we gonna poison him? We're gonna serve him a drink and poison him. I think that's the plan, right?
I'm gonna prepare a hold person just in case it comes to that.
So we're gonna zone of truth, talk to him, and then you're gonna have hold person ready, but we're gonna poison him, and that gives us plausible deniability.
Can you?
Because
Cast
I'm
Zone
worried
of
about
Truth?
the paper trail of now the son knows about this meeting, and like he seemed already kind of suspicious about it. So like, if he shows up dead, like, gonna kind of look like he's gonna have suspicion.
We're intelligent, resourceful people. I'm sure we can come up with a better plan than, oh, here's your dad back. He had an aneurysm during the business deal.
Wait, should we just invite the son too, so we can, handle them both?
Oh yeah, did we want to invite the whole neighborhood?
Yeah.
They were sort of complicit, right? Chamber of Commerce.
I don't think we quite have the capital to take over 17 businesses at once right now.
That's probably true.
You got to start small.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So I got Zone of Truth. I don't think. I mean, so we got Volo. He's like a credible witness, right? Like everybody knows this guy. They've read his books. So as long as we don't do anything untoward in front of him, presumably he'll be able to testify to what happened.
I mean, does everyone know him? Or is he just like a guy who
Volo's
happened
like,
to have...
yeah, I'm gonna probably leave for the murdering part and not be involved in that if it's all the same to you guys.
Oh, no, that's no. I prepared hold person. Don't worry. Yeah.
Oh, Volo, you were here the whole time while we were talking about murdering people.
No murder. We're just it's truth and reconciliation. Some value of reconciliation. We'll see what that means exactly. Right?
Yeah, no, I'd prefer not to be involved if it's all the same to you guys.
No, I think you just see this through, and then your debt to us is paid. The deed is transferred. Everything's nice and clean. I mean, you don't want this on your hands, right? You're already an accessory, buddy.
I mean, it might be interesting to see what happens to the poltergeist once we bring it closure. Like, you'd be missing out on a prime research opportunity.
It's a much better line.
True.
And technically, aren't you...
Our memories are shit. We won't be able to tell you what happened. We don't even know who we are, let alone events of yesterday.
It's true. But isn't there also like record of your ownership of this establishment? Like, aren't you already kind of an accessory?
Well, I mean, I went and changed the records to your guys' name. That was what I was doing in the last 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
All right, that was smart of you. I guess we can't blackmail you then.
Yeah, no, I think the gnome is right though. This is going to be a great research opportunity for you. And I noticed, like, when we were looking at the poltergeist before, you were kind of struggling to sort of take notes and observe properly at the same time. You'd like a, sort of large, capable assistant you can dictate to, one with excellent penmanship. I did serve in the cursive's excellent. I've got scribe training at the Waterdeep Temple, so I'm happy to help out with your research here. I think it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, okay. I think we all understand each other here.
Okay, well then bye. And now I can publish Leighton's addendum to Vodo's Guide to Poltergeists and Other Spiritual Beings that Vodo hasn't gotten around to yet. Haha!
No, he's down to
Okay.
Down to clown.
to watch.
Yeah, I think your strategy was good of intellectual curiosity angle.
The only angle I've got.
Sorry, guys. I just realized I have to get to a bank before 2:00 to deposit a rent check because my landlord does not have a way to pay rent that does not involve me either mailing a check.
I know that feels.
That's
So
Annoying when I'm in the Middle East.
Oh God, that sounds very bad. So would it be possible to wrap up in like 5 to 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kill Emek the second he walks in the door. Wrapped up.
He's dead. That's that.
Yeah.
Ghost goes away.
Fireball just
Still on
aimed at
time.
the...
We can't wait. We can't wait for the what is it, for the mortar to dry in between the break that we had planned with the cement thing downstairs. So
Yeah. Yeah, dude gets fucking vaporized and nothing else comes of it. There's definitely no consequences to like killing a powerful businessman at all.
Oh yeah, we should have mentioned that you should bring cash.
yeah.
All right, should we call it there and do our confrontation next round then, or?
Yeah, I could see
Sounds
it
good.
going a little while, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I want to kill this guy. Holy shit.
Sorry to make things come to a screeching halt.
Oh, that guy looks like a total twat.
Wait, let me see him.
Oh, look at
Oh, fuck that! Fuck that! This is worth getting evicted over.
Don't you have till like the 15th to get your check in? Is there like a 10th? Isn't there like a grace period? No.
It's a Saturday. They're not checking, you know.
Do you have any
Also, like,
stamps?
It's like COVID relief. Like, what's she gonna do? Evict me? Like,
Technically,
yeah,
you
man.
can't, right?
Yeah. I've just been pooping on the floor because I know what's she gonna do? Evict
Never
me?
pay rent again with this one weird trick.
Yeah.
Releasing a coronavirus 21.
So do you want to continue it, Matthew, or do you need to go?
No, I could. I don't want to be like, rushing to try and get this in.
I think here's a good like pausing point. Anyway,
Yeah.
people can think of shit they want to ask him and stuff
And
for next time.
fantasize about selling that scalp as a wig.
I think it is a wig, and I was
Oh.
wondering. don't want to be too forward, but I was wondering about dibs if anyone else was interested in the wig.
Wig of +1
Spoken for,
douchebaggery.
Yeah, if you steal his signature look, we might have to kill you too. Like this is a risky run.
Risk reward, though,
And that's how
All right.
Abraham Lincoln got his signature beard. He killed a guy, stole his wig, put it on upside down.
Yeah, we probably should have expected that.
Oh yeah, maybe I should have prepared some combat spells.
Okay, get out of here, Matt.
Right.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you, adventurers. This was fun. Nice to get back into. Felt a little rusty, but then again, you know.
Yeah, got back into it pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You potentially doing this again next weekend, or what's the sense of the timeline?
I'm actually busy at this time exactly next weekend, but I could probably do a little bit after or Sunday or something.
Yeah. Any of that works for me.
I'm available.
Me too, I think.
Cool.
Cool. I
Yeah.
will post on the Discord
All right.
with
Sweet.
more detailed information.
Sweet.
Sweet.
All right. Later, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. GG's.
Okay, so do we want to rethink this?
I have a great plan
All right.
that'll use a spell that I really want to use.
Okay.
There's a time spell called Wrist Pocket. That's basically like, you know, the card trick where you like hide an item like behind your hand and then like poof, there's a card. It's essentially that, but with like any object. Thinking like do a deal, pour some drinks, wrist pocket the poison into their drinks, real sneaky like sleight of hand like. Then hide it again. Kill off the 4 guards. Now there's just him and his like big bodyguard. I don't know.
Okay,
got
so
time to
we're
think.
we're still going the murder route.
We have time. So I wanted to say earlier when you were talking about the banana crossbow, something like, could I interest you in a banana? Should be like our new one last thing.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
There's
I'm
no
worried
way
about
Jamie
the
will
lawman.
TPK us 2 times in a row.
Uh-huh.
Or almost TPK us.
I'm worried about the lawman. I'm worried about the paper trail.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
Worst case, Borbo, Deus Ex Machina, maybe some Deus T-Rex Machina, just warps in. Like, that'd be fine. Poltergeist action, maybe Poltergeist eats a brain. We go find some more intellect devourers, chuck them at dudes.
Has the dude from Yarvar has been with us the whole time?
Are you talking about Arten Rosolio,
Yeah,
dude from Yatar?
yeah.
I imagine he's been hanging out with us, unless he just like fucked off at some point. But he's kind of in a bad spot and has no money. So
Huh. I feel like we've kind of
guess-
ignored him. Maybe he's our fall guy.
I'm super unconcerned with him. Like, based on our last, oh, we rescued someone from a rich family, and they're like, thanks, fuck off now.
Uh-huh.
I do not feel at all like beholden to healing this guy up. Like, he's a man of means, he'll figure it out. Oh no, we left him at that estate that we stayed at the previous night. He's probably there.
All right, we're just gonna ghost him.
I
Like you said, you don't care.
I don't super care.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't
think
really.
we have a lot
either.
on our plate right now, and
I'm just like thinking about crime and like justice and like, is he another witness? As of now, no. If he's at that other place.
yeah. I mean, he knows that Volo gave us the deed because he did come with us because we went from that place to the healers to Volo's to here. So unless he like returned on his own, which we'll just have to ask Jamie what the hell he did.
Yep.
or retcon what we told him to do. He does at least know that we have a deed to some property somewhere
Yep.
from Volo.
But he didn't like overhear our whole plan like Volo did. Which
Correct.
apparently is now canon. He is totally aware of what we're trying to do.
Yeah, he's hanging out. Maybe he's helpful in combat. He's seen some beasts. Allegedly.
Yeah, seen maybe, and that's all. Observed from great distance.